Sometimes it's hard to notice the blessings that you are currently in when you're so focused on the pain of the past. Oh my gosh, hey, it's your girl, Amani, aka Envy the Priestess. And I realized I didn't do a part 2 since my last video of when I was in school. Guys, I graduated. It's been a whole year. And like so much has happened, because why am I 37 weeks pregnant? Insert belly bump. Wow. You can see him right here. Like, guys, so much has happened. I graduated. Now pregnant. Let me take my shirt off. It's a little hot in here. But yeah, I graduated, y'all. And you know, those study tips that I was talking about in the first, yeah, they helped me. Let's be honest though, but did I ever keep using them? Probably one, like the flashcards. But let's be honest, I'm always adapting and always changing. If you know me, I'm always changing, I'm always adapting, I'm always doing something new. So most of those tips worked. But if I would be honest, so I did find my specialty, because in the last video I was talking about the bones, I was talking about the skeleton. But if I'm honest, I found my specialty, and it's OBGYN. Like, in my mind, hi baby. In my mind, what's not easier to study than the woman body if you're a woman? Like, it's the same thing with like cardiology. Obviously we all have the same body, but I feel like, being that I'm an empathetic person, it's easier for me to empathize with women who are going through problems like PCOS, or having an ectopic pregnancy, or being pregnant, or just having problems, different problems, period, with their body that is pertaining to the uterus. Hold on. My bad. So, yeah. So I think it's easier to empathize for me with women who are going through those things. And plus, I just like working around women, period. Like, let me tell you, I had went through my externship. If you're going to go to school for anything medical, you're always going to have an externship or internship or whatever you want to call it. I went through my externship, and the first place they put me was the urgent care. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There was legitimately, I feel like, in an urgent care, there is no structure. Especially if you're a new student just coming out of school. It's too much. It's way too much. For me, it is. Like, I think for me, I'm a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kind of girl. The basics. But when you go into an urgent care, there's like 30 different people coming in with 30 different problems. Oh no. It's hectic. It can be like a slow day, but it's still hectic. I don't like that, personally. It's like, okay, if like you go to school for phlebotomy, you know you're gonna draw blood every day. It don't matter what you're gonna draw blood. Simple. You're an EKG technician, you know you're gonna be doing EKGs. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I couldn't do that. As a medical assistant, when I went to OBGYN, I was in there with the doctor. I was doing procedures. Granted, the procedures would change, but it's pretty consistent. Like IUD insertions, Nexplanon insertions, removals, doing scribe work. It's pretty much the same thing. Ultrasounds. It's pretty much the same thing consistently. You see what I'm saying? It's not like somebody comes in, they have a cold, or they come in, they think they got COVID, or they come in, they have an abscess on their foot. They come in, they do no. And then plus for me personally, I'm not saying I don't like to work with men, but I really don't. Unfortunately. Even just like passing, like even just like, okay, let's say if you're at the urgent care, you're gonna have male clients and female clients, which is not a problem. Like, I'm not saying what's the word? I'm not kind of genderistic. I'm not against genders, but when it comes to working, especially being in the field of empathy, I rather work with women to be honest. Like, I feel like every time, this might get some shade, but like, I feel like every time like I was in the urgent care and it had to do with a man, like me having to like tend to a man, it's like they always make it so awkward. Like, why are you trying to flirt? Can I just take your blood pressure? Can I just do my job without you trying to be in my face? Like, it makes it so much harder. Yeah, women are pretty streamlined. I mean, unless you get someone who's a lesbian, then it's like, oh, relax. Relax. It's not as uncomfortable because I don't feel like you're going to try to kidnap me afterwards. It doesn't give that vibe. But it's definitely like, relax, girl, chill. Chill. So, but you know, it's different. Like, a man flirting with you and a female flirting you is two different vibes. It's like, with a man, it's kind of like, you know, you kind of get a little scared. Like, you know, don't beat me up. With a female, it's like, girl, you know, girl, chill. I'm gonna do my job. But y'all can still laugh and kiki and be funny. But like, you know, it's just different. But needless to say, that's not the point. But yeah, I think that is from the updates. But I will say though, if you're in any kind of schooling, what I did say in my last video of like revelations, patience is key. And motivation, I feel like motivation is a scam. Stick with me because I'm just kind of off the dome. I feel like motivation is a scam because there were days when I was doing my externship and there were days when I was in school and I was like, I can't do it. I can't do this. I want to quit. Yada, yada, yada. Like, you cannot rely on motivation. And you also can't rely on momentum. I feel like that's what motivation is. It's just momentum. Like, it just adds more momentum. Like, it adds more movement. Like, it adds that push. You can't always rely on that push to get you where you want to go. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Like, for me, my momentum would stop and I'd be like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to quit. I want to go find something different. Even though I like what I was doing, it just got hard. So like, you know, eventually it's like you keep, okay, it's like, imagine somebody walking, they stop, you push them again. But it's not like they get pushed and they walk. They get pushed and then they stop. It's like, imagine you have to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Sometimes it does get to a point where you have like, that's all your motivation is just like pushing. It's not like a fluid, like, okay, yeah, I can do this. I'm doing this. Some days it's not like that. I'm gonna keep it a bit. Like, some days it's really not like that. Some days you just want to sit down and be like, cut it. Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. I want to do something different. This ain't what I want to do. Whole time it's like the universe, God, asking you, like, do you really want this? Because for me, in my mind, I want to be a nurse. Nurse, doctor. I'm really pointing towards a nurse. I want to be a nurse. And it's like, when you have big dreams, big aspirations, those things are not going to always be, in my mind, easily attainable. Because you have to think of the character development you have to go through to get to that point. Like, who I am now is not who I will be in the future as a nurse. They're two complete different people. Like, the things I have to go through to become that version of myself, I have no clue. I have no idea what she went through or what she's going through right now. No idea. But it's like, if you really want to be that girl or be that guy, you got to go through the things. You got to be willing to go through those things. Y'all? Like, I'm going to be honest. I'm eating giant Smarties. I'm going to be honest. Like, my biggest motivation while I was in school, hear me out, I'm not trying to be like cliche, was that I was pregnant. And I was going to have a baby. Well, I was in the early seasons of me finding out I was pregnant. Like, literally around the time that I started my externship, I found out I was pregnant. Like, super early, like 6 weeks. And like I was so tired, like dead tired. Like, bro, I can't work. I'm tired. Body's heavy. But like, you know, trying to start something new and your body's like, yeah, girl, you better be fighting for your life. Yeah, it was hard. It was really it was really, really hard. But we got through it though. Obviously, we're here now. But like, I would definitely say my biggest motivation was that I knew I am with child. I am with child. Like, I can't just give up. Does that make sense? Like, I can't just be out here. No, I can't. I just can't be out here. I just can't be out here trying to survive, trying to make it, like giving up on my dreams. Let's be clear. Just giving up on my dreams, period. Um, so I think near the end, for me personally, I'm not saying that's everybody's motivation, but for me personally, that was one of my helping hands, especially my partner. But he was very supportive. But like internally and consciously, it was like, I'm gonna be a mom. I'm gonna be a mamacita. I'm gonna be a mother. Like, I just, you know, the stakes are a little bit higher now. Like, especially if, like, for me, I couldn't get an abortion, period. I just can't do that. I couldn't do it. Especially if for me, it was like, if I'm about to bring somebody into this world, I at least want to try to give them like a, decent lifestyle. Like, I'm not saying I'm trapping out of a bando, but I would never, I don't want my child to go through nothing like that. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. I don't want to do nothing like that. Ever. Like, I don't want to get to 30 years from now, and I'm like, damn. I wish I would have done X, Y, and Z. I wish I would have. I refuse to live that kind of lifestyle. I refuse to live that kind of life. It's just not. That's just not my MO. That's not my. No. It's like I said in the last one. It's like when you have a vision, you have to honor it. And unfortunately for me, there was a point where I wasn't even paying attention to that vision before. Like, even while I was pregnant, there was times where it was like, I don't care. Like, I was finna crash out, y'all. Full-fledged crash out. Like, I can't do this. I'm tired. It was just like the vision, what I'm gonna call it, is fogged. It's like when you take a hot shower and you can't look in the mirror. Like, when you look in the mirror and you can't see yourself. That's what it was given. Like, it was foggy. It was foggy. Things didn't make sense. Life didn't make sense. I'm like, oh my God. I'm about to give up. I can't do this. I can't do this. And then and it was like, it's like when you get in that mentality, it's like you make up 1,000 excuses of why something can't happen or why you can't do something. Which we're human. It happens. But I was there. I was in that mentality. Of like, oh, I can't do this because XYZ. Like, it was just crazy. It was really crazy. It was really crazy. But we're here now. We made it. We graduated. Now I'm a little practice manager because apparently I did it so well. I took my past skills from previous jobs that in life experience that I'm now manager, which is super exciting. Like, it's just really exciting, y'all. Like, it's like you don't know the doors of opportunity for you. It's like we don't know the doors of opportunity for us if we don't keep walking. Like how they say you'll never get to the end of the light. You'll never get to the light if you don't keep walking, if you don't keep going. It's the same equivalence. Like, you will never get to those doors of opportunity if you don't even go down the hallway. If you don't even step up the stairs. Because that's really what be going on. Them stairs be the obstacles, and a lot of us have a hard time going up them stairs to get to that hallway of opportunities. Like, and the thing is, like, when you get to those hallway of blessings or opportunities, sometimes it's not just one door. It's like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 blessings all down one hallway. And they're not, sometimes they're not like giant, super gigantic blessings. Like, oh, I don't want $1 million. It's like little blessings. It's like the universe will send you a door. You walk the door. You experience that blessing. You're like, oh my gosh. Like, you take what you need from that blessing. And there's the next one right next to it. There's another opportunity right next to it. Another blessing right next to it. Little do you know. And it's like, once you leave the first one is like, hey, here's your key to the second one. So open that one. And it's just like, it just keeps going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And so it's like, okay, all right, this season of blessings, this season of opportunities is never truly over. But when it's time to get to the next level, you get to another set of stairs and it just keeps going. And I feel like for me personally, I'm in that season. Respectfully. Respectfully. Like, sometimes it's hard to notice. And sometimes it's hard to notice those things when all you're focused on is like, dang, like those stairs I just went up were so hard. My legs hurt, my feet hurt. Sometimes it's hard to notice the blessings that you are currently in when you're so focused on the pain of the past, or so focused on of what you don't have now or what's going on right now. Not realizing that sometimes we really be living our dream lives and we don't even know it. Like, sometimes the characteristics of our dream life is in our current reality. But because it's not happening in the way that we want it to, we deem it as, oh, this, it's not it. This is not it. This is not it. This is not what it's supposed to be. But sometimes, like, your current life is your dream life. It's just a build-up process. Like, it's the beginning of it. It's the process of it. You're in the process of your dream life. You just don't like the process. You don't respect the process. Like, you're only going to respect it once you get to where you want to be at, which is valid. Not judging. I listen, I don't judge, which makes sense. But, like, how would you ever be grateful for what you have in the future if you're not good for what you have now? Okay, so what I was saying was, going back to that analogy that I made of us getting to the doors of opportunity and getting up the stairs, I had an epiphany rewatching that clip. If y'all think of the Hierophant card, it thinks of higher knowledge, higher wisdom. For some of us, the stairs is not the obstacles. It's actually our rite of passage. But for a lot of us, when we get to this rite of passage, we self-sabotage. We make excuses. So we actually never even get to where it is we want to be at or where it is we want to go. Because it's like you will literally go through all these different things. You will go through the trials. You will go through the obstacles. You will go through everything. And then when the rite of passage is like, hey, you earn this. Hey, you deserve this, comes up to you, you're like, baby, I'm scared. I'm traumatized. Or this isn't going to make sense. Or this isn't going to work. I can't do this because of blah, blah, blah. When it's like, babe, literally all you have to do is walk up the stairs. That's all you have to do is just go up the stairs and, accept your blessings, accept your fruits of your labor. I think of what's the fruit of the loom? That thing, a capicona? Is that what it's called? It's like that wicker basket with like all the fruits inside of it. Think of it like that, like your abundance is on the other side. For some of us. Because some of us, life ain't so easy and things just don't get served to us on a silver platter. And that's okay. For those who, whose life isn't like that, when we get to that rite of passage, it's like, I need you to take them stair steps. I need you to be like, okay, when you realize that pathway is now open for you, or that door has opened for you to them stair steps, you need to make sure you recognize it and walk up the stairs. Like, do not block your own blessing because of your own fear, because of your limited thought process, or your limited thought process of what you went through. Like, you went through what you went through so that you can get to this point. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not cash money. We're not going to achieve our dreams if we're doing that, if we're living like that. Because the moment you're about to, you're about to, you about to prosper, you about to rise, you set the ceiling. You put a cap on yourself. So as you never truly get where you want to go if you're always capping yourself out. But then some of us have the tendency to blame it on this, blame it on that, do. But sometimes it really be us. Sometimes our greatest enemy be ourselves. Unfortunately. That's just the unfortunate case. For some of us were raised to just think and move like that, like you're the enemy. Like, it's just what it is, unfortunately. But that's just something you have to unlearn if you want to get where you want to be at in life. And that's just what it's going to be. But that was my due diligence. I had to get that out.